Hello, welcome or welcome back to Italian Oraculum. I'm Danilo. Today I wanted to do a reading with the Lenormand Oracle. So pick your pile and we can start. It could be a question regarding your job or your love life or your future in general, whatever it is that you need to know. Right now, as always, I remind you that because these aren't readings I do to someone specific, they can be as specific in their answers, but they could still be useful and provide with some advice and some ideas on how to deal with your current situations. Now, I want to start with the middle, so let's see. If I do this, you can't really see all of the cards, so I think I'm going to move them as I'm talking about the different rows. Maybe I can just okay. You should be able to see all 9 of the cards now. So in the present we have the cross, the clover and the child. So there is a moment where with some heaviness, some maybe sacrifice, you are in a new and positive situation. So the cross could be a sort of compromise you had to do recently to unlock a situation, to reach this new positive or lucky situation. In your future you have new encounters, new people, new situation where you meet or you close deals, many of them. For a work situation, it could be meeting new clients or meeting new employers, and so close a deal, whether it is you starting a new job or again some sort of contract or transaction with someone. And the fish could be related to the abundance of new clients or maybe having to choose between multiple new jobs, maybe new contracts, or it could be related to a great amount of money you are going to receive thanks to this new deal, contract situation, and this is going to be sort of cyclical in the sense that it's going to be new and it's going to be recurring. What you don't know is that the unlocking of your situation, especially again, could be job related, this question, considering this reading, sorry, considering the cards that came up are coming your way. Again, it could be something cyclical, so not just one big client that gives you a lot of money and then it's done, but something that is going to be repeated, maybe because this person is going to be coming often to you, or it's a ongoing work relationship. If it is going to be a love situation, you are going to meet many someones and you're going to meet important people, or at the very least people that want something serious. It's going to be something new, could also be something that that comes back. So you are going to have to, in the end, choose between new people and your exes, and this situation is still an unlocking, and there's still this cyclical coming and going sort of energy as a closure, but the fox outside of the job could be just a description of someone with light or red hair, or even your or the other person sort of negative, could be a negative significance, sorry. A negative meaning could be a cunning sort of person, or it could be just a smart person or a smart move on your part. And if it is more of a general situation, this abundance could be anything, many encounters, many fortunes, many proposals. And the fox is still someone that is smart, so it could be your smart, could be someone else's, and therefore the key could be both an unlocking of your luck based on your smarts and your ability to move away from past situations and toward new ones, or returning to a better one. Or it could be a locking, in the sense of closing a situation with someone that is smart and maybe a little bit manipulative, that is going to go away from your life. Now, let's see what else we got. I want to go right. Okay, so in the present we have the woman, the sheep, and the crossroads. So you are thinking about your options, essentially, both for travel purposes or something that you know is coming. So, what are your options now and in the future? Essentially, you need to make a decision maybe for tomorrow, but you are already starting to think about it. And the woman could be just your card if you are identifying as a woman, or if you are of another gender, then the woman card could be just your emotional charge, your sort of asking yourself instead of other opinions, and instead of maybe confronting these options on a more analytical way, more analytical way, but more in an emotional, intuitive way, what's best for you. In your future, there is clarity, there is positivity, there is closing the door with what you have faced up until now, and these decisions are going to lead you to a new point. The non-binary card is essentially an alternative card for in this deck, so it's essentially another person, so it's both the man and the woman. Here we have the woman. I could say it's the man, so the active counterpart of the woman, and therefore right now you are in your feelings, you are thinking about these decisions, these options coming your way, and then when you have done clarity in yourself, you are going to close the door on past and present situation, make your decision, and then go for it and act on it. And what we don't know, we have the crown, which is a new card in this deck, the 3 and the non-binary. So essentially your authority, your celebration, your duty, your power in your own life is going to be used to better your situation, your well-being essentially. And once again, the non-binary could also be a card of balance and sort of fluidity, so maybe even an ability to adapt to new situations. So again, whether it is a job or a relationship or another sort of question that you asked, this is a transformative reading where you make a passage from feeling the situation, thinking about it, to clearing it and move forward in a more active way, or you are going to essentially learn to adapt to your new situations and either way understand what's best for you, what's the better option, and your well-being, your whether it is physical, financial, emotional, is going to come because of your decision, your authority. So again, you end up with the balancing fluidity, adaptable sort of behavioral card here. And now the left pile. Okay, so in here we have a present situation where you could have received some news from a friend that are not the best sort of news. You could be the friend that needs to deliver bad news to someone. You may be waiting for this person, this news, this communication, this new situation coming your way. So the mice could be both your anxiety and your actual not being completely happy with what it's going on right now, and the dog could be your loyalty towards someone else or a friend, someone loyal to you, someone you trust. Or it could also be, the rider could be also a travel sort of situation, so it could also be a friend that's a friend or someone you trust, again, that's going away, and that of course is not ideal. Although the rider, unlike the ship, is a sort of brief travel, so it could be just a temporary situation or a closer distance. In the future, with the butterfly, we have the transformation. With the bear, we have the conservation of your energy, of your even your money, your resources, your will to defend such sources and to grow them. And with the bouquet, we have the happiness, the invitation to something, a gift. So essentially, in your future, there is a betterment of the situation because you move from this disappointment or this anxiety. You are calmer, you're freer, lighter, and more. This allows you to be more stable and accept this new, maybe a new beginning, or at the very least a positive outcome, which is going to lead to new anxieties, or is still not perfect, but it is something now with the birds. At the end, it could strengthening of the anxiety possible with the mice, but it could also be a verbal communication. We have underneath here, so what you don't know, a stable situation which is boring, it's conflictual, there could be some fighting, even that could be verbal, or that could be moved from thanks to a clarification of some sort, a communication of some sort. Now, because this is a slightly negative reading compared to the others, because in here we have a beautiful row of cards, but at the end of the day this is the closer. We have the mice in the middle. I want to see a little bit more things, and we see that the birds are connected to the dog, so this conversation is with someone you trust, or a friend, and with the bouquet and the bear, so we also could have this anxiety regarding your happiness and your resources, how you deal with things, how you carry yourself through life. Or we could also see this communication that it's not the best, but then something better comes along, so you remain stable, you remain fed. Again, going with the bear meanings, the bear could also be a descriptor of the person you talk to, and could be someone that is dark of hair, possibly high eyes, and it could also possibly be a bit plump as a person, or it could also be a parent, just like the dog could be a friend specifically. So it could be a communication thing, or your developing emotional state. The mice goes with the butterfly and the anchor, so the current situation is heavy, and the discussion, the talking is not the best, but at the same time there's going to be something new, so you can be stable, you can let go of the anxiety. So in this reading, yes, it's not as positive at first glance compared to the other two, but it's not extremely heavy. You clearly need to regain your sense of freedom, sense of lightness, to transform the situation, especially from your feelings point of view. You need to have this conversation, which is coming with this person, or these people, could also be more than one. And again, with the bouquet here in this corner, there is hope, there is positivity. It may not be a complete one, it may not be a complete success, it could be a bit late or it could be a little bit diminished, but it's still there. Whether the anxiety persists still for some time, or whether it is just for a moment or a small disappointment, and then there is some sort of clarification with the verbal dealing with the situation at hand. Here we go. 3 quick readings with the Lenormand Oracle. Thank you for watching. As always, I remind you that in the description of my video you can find my handle of Instagram if you want to follow me there as well. You can find my email address if you want to book a reading. As always, I remind you that in that case it's behind the payment fee. And as always, I remind you that like to the video if you enjoyed, and a comment, even a simple emoji or a simple hi. It's a way for you to engage with the videos and allow the other people to find them on YouTube. And also, of course, the subscription to the channel is free. It's just a simple way for me to keep growing and to keep going doing them. And of course, it's always very welcome. Thank you again. See you next time. Bye.